Hey everybody out there, we've got an exclusive early look at the new Tough Age album this week for you, and also a young band coming out of Australia making their North American debut. This is episode 34 of In It to Spin It with the Paper Kites. So pretty exciting times around here for Tough Age. Local band's debut LP comes out on Mint Records November 12th. Lucky for us here at the show, I got my pre-order a week early. I don't know what's up with that, but glad to have the record in my hands. Like I said, a pre-order. They quoted as being some goodies in the parcel, so I got a comic, which is pretty cool. There's a comic theme with the artwork you'll see, but we'll save that for later. Little promo poster, little pin. All in all, pretty nice package. Killer artwork, as you can see. This album is streaming right now on exclaim.ca and spin.com. Go give it a listen. Fantastic tunes on here. Upbeat, poppy, punk, well-written songs. Check out Sea of White, I Waste Too Much Time on Myself, and Open It Up sounds straight out of the 60s. It's great stuff, well-written tunes. I've seen these guys a bunch live, and speaking of live, they went from a good band to a great live band in like short period of time. I was actually shocked at how great they were at this show at Astorino's a couple months back, but fantastic stuff. Let's get to the comic. This is amazing. Brandon, this cover rules. Thanks as always for your support from Jarrett. Heartwarming, blown away, amazing thing to get in the record. We'll stay with the record, and as you open it up here, there's cutouts, so dare I say this comic was actually used in the creation of the jacket. Pretty cool. Coolest thing I've ever got in there, so congrats guys, enjoy it all.
That's really hard when you weigh 300 pounds. Please give our shirts for Tough Age. They have Max tonight on them. High Facts. The Evaporators up next. Same man, Astorino's best ever.
So keeping it local here for a minute, great news for Warbaby fans. They are using this November to record new material to be used for their follow-up to their amazing debut record, Jesus Horse. So very excited to get some new material from them in the future. Also, local favorites, the Courtneys, are back in the studio recording their follow-up to their debut. They are at the Noise Floor on the island with Jordan Coop once again. So exciting stuff for these two local bands. So from here on in, we're going to focus on international music. This is a big album for me. I've been waiting for this for a while. From our friends at Fat Possum Records, the second album from Yuck. It's called Glow and Behold. Very different sound than their first fuzzed out record. Their first album was so great, 2011's self-titled debut actually. But once you get past the fact that this is a different band with a different sound, the songs are okay. It's been taking a hammering in the review sites I've seen. It's just not what Yuck sounded like, plain and simple. There was also this awesome pre-promo record, white label, hand-stamped, limited edition to 500. I also picked one of these up on eBay for cheap. Pretty cool little promo item to have. But Yuck is on tour for 2014. The closest they're coming to Vancouver is Seattle at Numos in January. I'm going to try and get to that and check Yuck out. So first off, before we get to the interview, thanks are due once again to Jamie Taylor at ConcertAddicts.com for making this interview possible. Check out his great website, fantastic team of photographers taking amazing photos of all your favorite artists. Up to date, up to the minute calendar for all your concert going needs. Check it out. The link is in the description below. Thanks. So the Paper Kites brought their brand of truly beautiful music to Vancouver last month. It was only their 4th ever headlining show in North America. Their new album States is out now and it's definitely worth a listen. It's dreamy, moody, ambient. Here's how it went down. Okay, hey everyone out there, we are outside the Biltmore in Vancouver, Canada, about to enjoy a great night of sold out music with members from the Paper Kites, Sam and Dave. Say hi to everyone out there, guys.
Hey everybody. Hello.
Thank you so much for being here and squeezing time into your schedule for us. Welcome to North America. This is your first time here from Australia.
Yeah.
Melbourne to be exact. Well, welcome. Your City and Color tour, you guys were on support with that Dallas Green. How did that go?
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
They were great shows, really big, played to a lot of people in some beautiful theatres and venues. And it was a great way for us to kick off our touring career here in North America.
This continent, yeah. Great stuff. Glad to have you here. What else are we going to talk about here? You guys, the Paper Kites have released their debut album this year, 2013. It's called States. Tell us a little bit about some of the music on there. Like, I know you guys led with the St. Clarity single and the Young video, two great videos. Tell us a little bit about the music you can find on the album.
It was an interesting process for us. We had a lot of songs ready to record, and actually from our last EP, Young North, and so heading into recording States, we had a lot of songs that we refined and worked on until we came up with something we were really happy with. So it's pretty eclectic as far as stylistically.
Yeah, I found that today going through it again. Yeah, it's nice though.
Yeah, I'd like to think it's fairly dynamic as well in terms of styles and different instrumentation.
Yeah, I think a good example of that is Tenenbaum as opposed to A Lesson from Mr. Gray. Very different. Mr. Gray is almost psychedelic shoegaze at times. Really good guitar track on there. Talk a little bit about the videos. You guys on the EPs you mentioned, you guys used to conceive and direct and oversee your own videos pretty heavily, and now for these two, St. Clarity, the lead single, and Young, you guys have handed that off. What's that like, giving this vision to someone else and keeping that in their hands?
I guess it was exciting to kind of open up a new well of creativity. I guess Sam, the other Sam, has a lot to do with the creative side of things, with videos and that kind of thing, and it was a bit of a struggle for him to kind of hand over a bit of control to someone else. But I think I mean, we wanted to kind of open things up, and we wanted to kind of, branch outside of just our own ideas.
Okay.
And in hand with that was also the fact that we just didn't have a whole lot of time. We were putting together the album, we were preparing for touring, and our videos, we have done them ourselves. It's been a lot of work, and it's taken up a lot of time.
I guess, yeah.
So it was, it was a little bit tricky, but it was also really exciting to partner with someone else, directors and artists that we respect, and come up with something that we're really happy with.
Yeah, no, be proud of those for sure. They're gorgeous, gorgeous videos. The Bubble one is just amazing. I mean, it's a really great little story there.
Yeah.
So States, the album is named as such as in states of mind. I read somewhere, right?
Yeah.
What are some of the themes or states of mind that you guys were trying to convey on the record? Is there anything like specific themes on there?
Yeah, I think some of the songs, the content and the inspiration for the songs are mostly factual, real life experience stuff. And I think, I don't know, when you think of states of mind, I guess we loved it, the concept of it, because it encompassed. It's fairly broad as far as it encompasses everything, all the real life thought processes of being in and out of situations, and also perceiving someone else's
how they're reacting.
Someone else's situation and how they might be going through different situations.
Yeah, it's cool to keep your ears open for like little nuances like that on record. So we'll kind of figure out where you guys are coming from on there. I think we talked a little bit about the dynamic sound, but your two first EPs were sort of a little bit different than this one. It's got more of the dynamics, but where do you think you guys are going musically in the future? Do you think this is a trend, or are you going to kind of keep the boat afloat and play both sides, or where is it heading? Is it more in this direction of States, or this dreamy sort of atmospheric stuff?
It's hard to say, isn't it?
I guess time will tell.
Yeah, I mean, one of the kind of ongoing themes of our band is just to write songs that we like and that speak to us, and we don't try and lock ourselves into any particular genre for any particular reason. Obviously we're not going to go wild and put out a heavy metal album or anything, but maybe we will. But I mean, as people and musicians and friends, we're all kind of progressing and changing and having new experiences, and I guess that's where the inspiration for our music comes from. Yeah. And we try not to put too many boundaries or too many kind of fences in place to lock ourselves into structures or genres. So, I mean, I don't know where the next year will take us. I guess we'll wait and see, and when we find out, we'll tell you.
Okay, because when I saw that, speaking of boundaries and fences, I saw that folk title thrown on there, and then I listened to this, and I'm like, if this is folk, I'm kind of out to lunch, because it doesn't sound folky to me. But it's a good thing what you guys have going on, and I think that's pretty much all I've got for you guys. And Sam and Dave, thanks so much for making time for It to Spin It. And,
thanks for having us.
Paper Kites, I can't wait to see you in there tonight. So
very good.